through TI5.
That record still stands because he's not.
Yeah, but that's just ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
how, like what it takes to maintain that.
Oh, I would love
level
to have
of
that
play
kind of
as
career.
a captain. Yeah, like.
All right, team with the most kills at game end. I think EG will win this game through draft.
Yeah,
so I will say EG.
Prepare for battle.
Total number of players.
Doesn't look like that many deaths.
I don't
Will
think
it be
that'll be
16 even?
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
got a bounty. We got a bounty. I'm gonna go 16. Up to you.
Every time I put will a tower be denied, yes, I am wrong. That's like 6 times in a row, David.
So now you're gonna be wrong the other way.
Yeah, number
Ancient
of
camp
ancient-
stacked. Whoa.
Oh, I don't think there's going to be any, if at all. I think 0 to 5 is the safe.
Maybe EG because of the drought, but
I think 0 to.
so I think we're pretty similar.
I feel pretty
Did
confident
you go
with my.
16? Yeah, you got 16. We got the same.
I think 16 might be high in a game like this. For some reason, I feel like I'm too comfortable seeing LGD just dodge fights.
They have got bounty life sealer. I'd like to think they're gonna try. Not in the first 10-15 minutes, but this is by 25 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, looking at how the game's going to unravel, from the 15 to 25 minute mark, I picture LGD kind of upping the pace of the game if EG are playing passively.
Yeah.
Even if you're behind, the way you get back in the game is by fighting, getting kills. You've got Bounty Hunter.
I am glad that LGD have abandoned their Tide Hunter principle.
Yeah.
Because it honestly just felt... Because Tide... It sounds weird, guys, but Tide is one of those heroes that you have to really play around. He has to be kind of one of the focal points of your strategy just because of how important Ravage is. And it felt like, because of that, they were playing too slow around it. Like it felt like LGD was uncomfortable playing around that Tide ultimate. Remember, we saw in 2 straight games where it almost felt like Xiao 8 was so hesitant to use it that the threat of it just kind of went away, which is the opposite of what you want out of a Ravage.
Good luck, have fun, it's cold, as we'll see the 2 teams roll out here.
The prize is mine.
Now, opening game of day 3 of TI6 group stages will be Sumail playing the mid lane, Batrider. He's going to be going up against, of course, maybe on Mirana. Magic Wand already purchased, and
Oh, this is hard dueling to play against.
yeah, we haven't talked about the Lich Void, but this EG and PPD, this has always been like a not a go-to pick, but a pick he pulls out every now and then, the Lich, and to run these annoying dual lanes.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one, and Xiao 8's going to have to deal with that as MMY and Aggressive are pushed into the soft lane, and not really sure who's got the better of this, as it is 2 ranged heroes. One of them has a stun, but I imagine if MMY and Aggressive get a decent amount of levels, they can do quite well in this lane.
And with the 3rd hero, Bounty Hunter, coming down, that'll be kind of the tipping point that should give LGD the edge. There is a sentry for EG hidden in the trees. Well, Banana, he went for the D sentry, but unfortunately for him, didn't manage to. Oh, he didn't even block the camp. He wasn't inside the little box, so.
Inside the little box.
Yeah. Gotta hold that alt key. He hasn't set up his settings.
Man, he
apparently,
has
you know?
not set up his settings. Dude, he didn't hold the alt key.
Xiao 8 actually doing just fine. He's really giving Zai a beating up top. But Banana, he's... I love this play. It's the, oh, we don't have a sentry ward. And then the creep wave comes, though, so there's no more hiding it.
Yeah. And even going to get Wave of Terror by PvD, so going to cop some hits, but Bounty Hunter has an absurd amount of armor, which I'm always super surprised to see.
I mean, he's received so many other nerfs. I'm kind of okay with it by now, you know?
You can keep that armor.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to make a move on PPD. They do have the level of open wounds, but now Sai's down here.
There's no... Oh, he's got the 1 point in the Frost Blast, but PPD is the first blood. Banana. That armor.
Yeah, and this is what we expected out of this lane. We thought that LGD, as soon as they hit level 2, they'd be very strong.
Yeah. I think EG recognized that because that's why they bring down the Lich, but it's kind of just a bit too late for them to salvage things here. Giving Xiao 8 the 1v1 against Universe. Universe should have the edge. He's already has the CS advantage, has Poor Man's Shield and Quelling Blade, but at the same time, Xiao 8 is not going to get zoned out by the Faceless Void here, so we should see a fast level 6.
I think Void can just trade hits. Just because every single time you get hit, you can time walk like that.
I was looking for the courier. Came just a little bit too late.
This can't be that great though for LGD, because now EG can turn EG Universe more into a core.
They definitely can, and that's going to be part of the plan. But I guess for LGD, it's what they do when they get this fast level 6 with Nyx. Like how active and involved can Xiao 8 get?
He's already out of mana. I'm a little bit concerned because I think as somebody who's played this lane before, it just feels so nice for Void. It feels like you're getting uncontested farm because I I mean, just look at the damage difference between the two heroes. 77 base for Void.
boy.
Like, that alone,
Yeah.
I played this lane, it feels miserable, gods.
Yeah. The Nyx, well, I guess he's just gonna try do what he can to pull creeps away from the Void. So
No, he's just feeding him bigger creeps.
yeah. That's actually a good point. Yeah, you pull the weight back, then Universal take the Centaurs as well.
Alright, he is getting absurdly farmed right now. He just gained like K of gold right now.
He's already hit level 5. He's out leveling the mid laners with the neutral creeps. So bottom lane PPD's been initiated on Banana once in. Sentry Ward was there, and I think Banana may actually go down here. 1 or 2 more right clicks. He will take a fall. Fear.
Fear!
Wow, that was big. He was just about to start healing after that Purifying Flames when MMY had the follow-up right click.
Ooh.
That was so close to Fear not dying.
Very well done by LGD. And this is the kind of start that they need. We've talked about it before that Dro doesn't have a lot of weaknesses when you just allow her to get online so quickly, but this time the aggro tri-lane gonna really start to slow things down for them here in this bottom lane. But in the other 2 lanes, that's where EG will kind of find redemption.
And Jiaowei, yeah, he's level 4, so he hasn't really got a good escape. We'll Carapace up. And Banana's TP'd in as well, but Sumail with a haste rune. That haste is going to wear off. Jiaowei's going to turn and fight. Banana may be able to help get this kill. Has just a level 1 Truke, and Sumail is going to go down.
That is not great for EG.
That was, I guess Banana, it's like he just respawned, so he's like, I can TP anywhere. They're diving my top lane. Let's go.
That'll alleviate some pressure from bottom, but very good rotation by Banana as they're going to make the aggressive move onto MMY. And
yeah, with the TP top, it meant bottom lane was very vulnerable. Universe even TPing down here.
he's going to look for the angle.
And he'll get it. That's kill and aggressive. Both kills going to Fear, so suddenly there's a nice rotation from Banana. Universe one-ups him and TP's bottom to get a kill on Lifestealer.
Now 3 out of the 4 top net worths once again belong to EG. The 2 supports, though, from EG, as a result of all this laning, though, are hurting quite badly. And it's not like they have the most scaling late game supports either. LGD, they've got to be pretty comfortable having a Bounty Hunter and an Oracle on their side. But Lich does start to lose his effectiveness post-laning phase outside of that Frost Armor.
So the lane swap now coming out from LGD. They're going to leave Jiaowei bottom. Universe is coming back in. Stun comes out initially, needs maybe a time lock, and he'll get it. Jiaowei stun once, almost gets the kill, in fact.
Yeah, 21 HP, but didn't really have a target to go for, as nobody's going to be able to mop up that Zai kill. Now Universe is going to TP back home, grab some mana.
Sumail slowed down, but the arrow not going to come out from maybe.
Yeah, in fact, MMY is coughing a lot of damage.
This is just Sumail fireflying to push the wave so he can grab the rune, which he won't actually find. Bounty Hunter Banana was there at the top rune. Bottom rune still available if he can find his way down there.
Banana is being such a nuisance right now to EG.
His individual plays definitely been impressive this game. Like I think he's had some hit or miss games, but like here in the early game, he's shown good understanding of what he needs to do.
I think he just has to get into the groove of it, honestly. Like he just has to start picking up the paces. Zai up at top will place the sentry in the right area, but walked by it and doesn't see it.
Ooh.
That would have been pretty big. That's a freshly planted Ops Ward.
Would the creep wave see it? No.
No.
Wow. Just being ever so slightly in the fog.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. There's actually a pretty significant margin. He'd have to walk through that direction, so.
Yeah. Pretty cool spot for the ward as a result.
Yeah.
I mean, normally you see it a little further to the left because you want that ward to see the T1 tower for when you push, but. Yeah.
Fear is so scared right now. He does not want to play this lane as. Now they're just going to farm this together. I think maybe he's just getting impatient, and it's because EG know they have a ward.
5 bounty. This is looking like a very fast level 6. All thanks to that kill at top on the Bat Rider. That got I think it was solo XP for Banana.
Still, I think if things go passive like this, it does favor EG overall, just because their Void is always going to be farming. Yeah. And you see that right now. He's top net worth in the game, despite having moved around so much.
He's very scary at this point. It has the max out time walk, so Genkin killing him would require some level of coordination between your stuns, which Jiaowei can bring to the table. He has hit level 7. We'll see him pick up some arcane boots shortly, so he should be thinking about his first Vendetta gank fairly soon. And Universe would be one of the prime targets for that.
Yeah.
LGD has dust here though. Fear's just going to get stunned up. Zhao 8 gets hit by the dust. I think he's just going to keep running back to his tower, and that's actually alright play coming out from the Knicks. The arrow, unfortunately, will slightly miss PPD, who doesn't even have boots here, so if they want to try dive this tower, they've got numbers. They've got 4 heroes down here. LGD, they want to go for this.
Them.
Yeah, Zhao 8's got the Carapace. He could lead the way. Instead, it's going to be Zai off to the side. He's the initial kill. TP's coming in now from EG. It's Sumail on the bat. EG, rather than ditching the tower, they've decided to stand their ground, but they're kind of trapped under here.
With these illusions, they're going to tank the tower for them and scout out as LGD. They want to continue this dive.
Arrow doesn't hit Fear, though. That's a big cooldown. Zhao 8, he's going to prop the Carapace onto the Firefly, turns for the Impale, needs to hit it, will do so. Maybe Starstorms, and that's a dead bat right at PPD and Fear. Now in a, well, initially a 4v2, turns into a 3v2 with the kill in the Oracle. Zhao 8 doesn't actually have Carapace. Void, he's going to kill a solo kill up top. Fear gets slowed down. Maybe he's back in with a Starstorm. Great play coming out from the Miranda to get that kill, and now it's
they want
just
to continue to dive. There's the
PPD.
first track.
With track, as you said, unfortunately without the arrow, it gets a little bit harder, but PPD has no stun. Drone's going to TP after buying back, and without a TP scroll, maybe will go down. Problem for Fear is he doesn't get the full gold for that because of the buyback penalty.
Yeah, it does get a good amount of XP, though.
Yeah.
And that's what I think he wanted, just in case. He definitely didn't want that Miranda to be able to get out, but overall, that is absolutely huge for LGD.
That's what they... the one thing that they're going to probably be scratching their head about is the Void solo killing the Lifestealer at top.
Not sure how that happened. We were so focused on bottom.
Yeah. A chrono was used, but other than that, not sure.
I mean, I figured Universe would TP bottom. I thought he would have been one of the first ones, but he must have seen the opportunity to go for that top kill, and Aggressive just has not had a great game. I mean, if you look at Lifestealer's base stats, they're okay, but doesn't have the most armor, and we talked about how farmed and leveled this Void is. He's already got 3 levels of that time lock.
Well, as it stands, that's a T1 tower defended, but coming at a bit of a heavy cost. And that was where, like, EG, as soon as they TP in Sumail, they were committed to defending it, but they're completely trapped in those trees.
I think the part where they got really unlucky was that Zai was just walking in, so LGD got that free kill almost immediately with no investment of diving. And then from there, they had numbers advantage no matter what. And Zai didn't quite have that level 6 Chain Frost available to him.
Even just being there with the Ice Armor could have made a difference for his buddies. Having that bit of slow. Maybe at bottom. Pick up a Staff of Wizardry first. That's not what you'd normally see on the Mirana. But
usually you see that point booster.
Yeah. Perhaps just crew was at base coming out. I don't know. Maybe just player preference there.
Maybe.
He's an innovator. Who knows?
He does some odd stuff.
But EG, they've got the Vlads on Void Universe. Talked about him being the most farmed. He has been overtaken by the Mirana after that team fight. Maybe picked up a few high-value kills, but it's still a very scary Faceless Void this game.
Gold lead overall does go in favor of LGD as a result of that bottom dive. Yep. XP overall goes to EG just because how much their Void has. In all honesty, that's kind of the tipping point right now. Is LGD are going to make their assault mid. This is not a tower that you want to really get damaged if you're EG. Probably the most important tower in the early game. So they're going to preemptively move Universe.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's on the high ground. Needs to be careful. There's a dire ward that he's been spotted now. He's being pinged out as well. Grabs the bounty rune from Zhao 8, but it does look like EG will claim the bottom tier 1 tower without losing mid. And you mentioned taking some damage. It wasn't very much damage, at least.
Oh, Invis rune for maybe. Gonna be very nice for him.
Okay.
Might look for an opportunity here.
I guess there's no chance he's rushing a Yule Scepter on Mirana. No, he could buy it now if that was the case.
Yeah.
It'll be the Ag Scepter. I get so tilted every time I see this try to hero build thing pop up. You open the shop and it does it. I'm just like, God damn it, why did I open the shop?
Because you want to try a new hero.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Here you go, EG. They are being flanked. Sentry Ward is there to help cover them, but
we talked about how you don't want to give up this mid tower, but LGD might just kind of be forced to. As Zhao 8's ultimate is going to start running out now, and they're going to lose their ways to initiate, as EG have plenty of ways to start a fight, as Universe is lined up behind them.
And that's the problem. Zhao 8, without a Blink Dagger, can't start the fight.
Yeah.
You can't reliably vendetta
Oh,
him.
they're gonna find him.
Yep. MMY. We'll look to save him with the false promise. He's still taking a lot of damage, and Zhao Wei should not have a way out of this one. They get the tower, they'll get Zhao Wei.
I believe.
Well,
Radiant's bottom
I don't know
tower
who you're
has
believing, but it was a false promise from them, Will.
Dang. I like that one.
It's early in the morning, I'm sorry. It
That-
only gets worse, though, even...
That was solid, man. Oh, they're gonna pop the dust, but Banana is out of range.
Radiant's bottom
This might actually
tower
just come
is
at the
under
cost of a
attack.
tier 2 if LGD isn't ready. They're gonna
Is under
try to
attack.
flank. They know there's no Chronosphere available.
They want to fight, they're going to go in with the Rage. Aggressive gets instantly bashed up, and his Rage about to wear off. He could be in some trouble here. There's an immediate stun with some Frost Arrow. Sumail hits the Flame Break to push Aggressive away. Not the direction I was hoping for. Sumail gets bailed out by PPD. Swapped up. Maybe he's going to Starstorm. That's going to do some good damage to Sumail, but not enough with the Chain Frost starting to bounce. It's going to end, but it's already the death of Maybe's Mirana. And Zhao Wei forced to defensively back off.
Dire's middle tower
Aggressive,
has fallen.
infesting just a neutral to heal himself up, and Zhao Wei, he was banking on there not being a sentry, and, well, it'll cost him his life.
This
They're falling apart.
was not the kind of defense that you want to hold, especially since the Chrono was down. That was going to be one of the better opportunities that LGD was going to find, but the flank just did not work out for them. As soon as they make their move, Aggressive loses half of his rage timer to a bash by that Faceless Void, and that's what we were talking about. You're so afraid of this hero at some point, with how many levels he's gotten and how much farm he has. And probably the worst part of that is, it's not just the fact that you lost that tier 2, but it's that you lost your highest net worth hero.
EG right now just very strong when they 5-man. They've got the Vlad's drop, so they've got a couple different aura items. I mean, PPD with the max wave of Terror makes it very hard to find the EG as well. You've got the Ice Armor. Like, everyone just gets that little bit tankier, has that extra couple of auras to fight around, and we're seeing EG take multiple towers in succession, and it's up to LGD to make
Radiant's
something
top
happen
tower
now.
is under
LGD
attack.
are going to smoke up.
Zhao Wei gonna lead the way.
They absolutely need to find a
And
huge
if anything,
target here.
this is the right play to fight away from the 5-man group up push, because they're always gonna have
Radiant's
sentries
top
when
Oh,
they
they're gonna
5-man
run into
group
Fear
up.
here.
Attack.
The sentry comes, but it's too late. Fear taken out.
Yep.
And if you can find EG split up, they can't have sentries everywhere on the map.
You say that as they continue to
as
lay sentries
they-
down
yeah.
everywhere.
Okay. Yep, they get a couple. They get a 2-man Chrono as well to match those 2 sentries. Banana trying to get out of range. The dust comes out now as well. Universal finish off the kill at the bottom, but meanwhile, LGD, they want to go back in. Sumail's already committed the lasso as Aggressive, thinking about it. The Batrider kill, can he find it? Needs a couple more right clicks, maybe with the Starstorm. It's going to be just short. He does cancel the Urn Charge. Likely going to need an arrow for this one. Oh, the Carapace helping out, gets the stun on Zai. Maybe going to now send everyone invis. There are still sentries there. PPD, the next target for the Lifestealer. LGD are turning this one in their favor. They have lost 3.
Oh, maybe he's going to get run into.
Oh my gosh, the sentries, they're everywhere. You can't
There's
get-
4 in a row.
You can't get away from them. He's got no TP as well. He does have an arrow. He may look to help get this Zai kill.
If
What
he
about
shoots
it?
that arrow, though, he's going to reveal his position, and I think he's way too reluctant to
Yeah.
without a TP.
Universe can 1v2 here against
Yeah.
the Lifesteal Mirana, considering how low they are.
He
And
has no fear. Although, as I say that, fear
Banana,
shows up.
More sentries.
All right, you said, gods, I want to quote
you
this.
know, when I said it, it was true.
You said they're not going to have sentries everywhere.
At bottom is, yeah, bottom, mid, yeah, they're pretty close to everywhere.
Yeah, as we say that,
I'm about to say, let's look at PPD's net worth. And they, EG, you take 3 towers in a row, win some team fights, you'd think your Venge would have some items on farm. No, PPD is like, I'll buy some more sentries
dude, he is
first,
hard
guys.
committed.
Yeah.
Liquid assets. Be ready to ditch these instantly. PPD is. It's almost like he heard you when you said there can't be sentries.
Yeah.
And they just started planting sentries
Like-
everywhere. I mean, it's smart. It's the last thing that you can do.
Oh,
It's like your legacy. You're like, I'm 100% dead. There's nothing that I can further contribute to this fight, but might as well make it easier for the rest of my course.
you also know that LGD can't really take a successful fight without the blink. They happen to do so there just because they got the initial pick on the Drow, but if that hadn't happened and there were sentries there and EG were 5v5, EG win those fights handily if they have the detection for Nyx.
Oh, they get crushed.
But with a fight like that, suddenly Nyx is a little bit closer to the blink dagger. Scan did scout them out going into Roche. They know Fear was kind of standing on the edge as well. Sumail on the high ground, and they've got the Ancient Black Dragon. This Ancient is actually fantastic for a fight around the Roshan pit.
He throws down fire
Fireball.
that does not dissipate.
It's also like you've got 2 lives. Like your first life, you're a Black Dragon, then you're reincarnated as a Life Stealer.
That's a good life to have, man.
Yeah.
That's a good cycle.
I mean, it's 2,000 HP that EG can't really chew through. Zhao Wei, it's the triple sentry now. If it's
You
adding
did
to
not learn your lesson.
Oh,
Although Universe is going to go down.
That's fine. That's the sacrifice, I guess, if you're Zhao Wei. You say, we take that trade. Zai now going to likely just look for a Chain Frost. It bounces once. Oh, it bounces twice. It's still going. Oh,
3
no.
times the lady.
That's not meant to keep on bouncing like that. Banana just couldn't get far enough away and aggressive. He's dead because of the Chain Frost.
And
more sentries.
More sentries.
PPD, he's on it. I don't think they can kill Sumail. He's very tanky here. They're going to try, though. Maybe he's got an Arcane Root that will help him out. He will leap to the side. He gets swapped back, and EG team wipe LGD.
And that was off of the back of the arrow that LGD had, and they kept their life stealer alive for quite some time. It still wasn't enough, and I think that might just prompt them to run into this Roshan pit because they still have that chrono available. That was maybe one of the better situations that LGD were going to get into, and they still got whomped in the fight.
Yeah. Trading Nyx for Void, very good for LGD, but everything after it, not what they were hoping for.
It's all these sentries, man.
Oh,
Oh, alright!
Sentry's dust,
Dude, you can't be an invis hero in this game anymore against EG.
Sumail, he wanted to go for the mana burn, but he didn't get it. Not enough. 50 HP, another sentry. Let's cover our bases, guys.
Dude, alright, so we talked about how teams don't like playing against invis heroes.
I don't think PPD cares.
Yeah, I think PPD's like, dude, this is my prime game.
This is PPD in his element. You know, I can't wait to see like the Dota buff stats for Ward's place. Zai's even getting in on it. He's got a couple of sentries too. They find Banana again. It is the whole map.
This is
this whole raid.
maybe the least fun game I've seen played by an invis hero ever.
You know, there's like some obvious places where you'll normally walk into a sentry here or there. Like at a team fight, okay, there's a sentry, but you don't expect to be roaming around the jungle.
What's going on?
This is the most diligent sentry detection warding I've ever seen a team do.
They're just guessing, and I mean, oftentimes at this point, they're just really educated guesses, and they're striking every single time. And this is a very, very well-oiled machine. EG is just playing at the top level right now, and LGD, I don't know how many more fights they can take like this, as they are getting rapidly behind. This core life stealer wishes he had any sort of farm right now.
Just not a play from behind kind of hero to begin with.
Yeah, this has got to be frustrating for LGD, as I think they have to start dodging these fights, at least until the Aegis is gone, because if you can't win a fight under the circumstances of there being no chrono available and you popping the Void instantly, you're probably not going to win a fight.
The push is on, PPD. He's got the sentries ready to go. He's put one down, he'll put another. Try and fight into this, he says. And Zhao Wei still without a Blink Dagger. That is perhaps one of the biggest shortcomings of LGD's lineup right now, is just not having that initiation.
Yeah, they don't, like you said, no way to open. The only way they were able to take that fight initially in the beginning was just because they had that arrow connect, but this bottom lane just going to get pushed out.
They've got the high ground ward, they've got sentries, they've covered all their bases here.
Yeah.
Smell went for the lasso, won't find it.
And EG, they're just taking things slow. They're going to allow Fear to just chip away at this tower, as the Drow Ranger plus Dragonlance makes you a decent range out of it, as LGD look like they want to just take this fight, but they don't know about
it. Yeah. try and walk out of your base while invis, LGD. Let's see what happens.
They've got to learn their lesson at some point. That EG is the most prepared team I've ever seen when it comes to warding.
Their Obs gets taken out. Fear only gets a couple hits off before the creep wave dies, and the D-ward on the Observe ward means Fear can't just sit on that low ground and have vision of the tower to attack it.
Yeah. I wonder what LGD are going to think when they watch this replay. They just see all the sentries on the ground.
This is, a new kind of hate for Invis.
There's just a trail running all the way up.
It's one of those things where when you see it, you think, man, they invested that much money. If we just played a bit more defensively and not taken fights, they would have their economy would have been really shattered. But
yeah.
Maybe just going to keep clearing these waves out. They've got the lasso. It's on Zhao Wei, but an immediate false promise. Nicely played. Sumail gets low, but swapped out. The Chronosphere catches 3. Where's the follow-up damage? It comes from the Zai. Chain Frost, maybe silence up. No escape for him. No buyback for him, in fact. As Zhao Wei will immediately repurchase his own life. That sentry, LGD say, no sentries on our high ground, at least not just yet. GPD's got another. There we go. Oh, LGD trying.
What do you guys
Go
think?
into this.
This is not your base.
Yep.
EG have kind of set up a comfy zone.
This area is theirs. Xiaoweight's like, oh, I'll come near. I want to get in there, but no, Universe won't have any of it. He bullies him away. Meanwhile, Banana going to get taken out as well, and EG just beating down on LGD, and it's a GG call 23 minutes in. We talked about today being a big day for LGD. They've got 4 games to play. Realistically, to get top 4, they have to win 3 of the 4, and they've just lost their first, so...
Yeah. Hey, we got 3 out of 4. We would have gotten that second one if... I mean, EG...
If they didn't buy as many centuries.
Dude, EG averaged more than a kill a minute. That is absurd. That's usually the statistic that I know if a game is super one-sided. It's the kill a minute.